So I need to admit that ever since this collaboration between Drake and Nike has begun, I actually didn't like any of the releases, but I just decided to take this latest one to see exactly at least what the materials are or even the comfort. Hello guys, and welcome back for a brand new review. If you are new to the channel, please consider subscribing and also giving me a like. It will really help out the channel. You can also give me a follow on Instagram and TikTok to see exactly what I'm gonna review in the next few days. In today's video guys, we're gonna have a look at the latest drop coming from Nike and Drake. So let's go ahead and take them out of the box, which as past releases it seems that this one will come in the same box, which will have more than half in this brown color, while the rest of it will be gray. We're also gonna have these three northern stars on this gray color. So I would say that the design is a simple one. So let's go ahead and just take the shoes out, guys. So in today's video we're gonna have a look at the latest collaboration coming from Nike with Nocta for this Air Zoom drive. I finally decided to take a collaboration between Nike and Drake, which dropped at least here in the UK somewhere around the start of February for the retail price of £145. And I need to admit that at least comparing with the online pictures, having this one on hand and even on foot, I need to admit that my opinion has changed slightly, but in the same time I really feel that this collaboration coming from these two, it's in a way kind of pointless. Most of the times we are getting releases which are just sitting everywhere. Most of the times they are also going on sale as well. And given that this one it's actually based on a release from back in 1999 and it will have more than 90% the same paneling and elements, I wouldn't say that this is something extra which we are receiving now 25 years later. So when this one dropped in the late 90s, this one was a performance running shoe. But I would say that now, given that the technology is actually quite old, this one should just be regarded like a lifestyle pair of shoes, which to be honest, for the retail price of £145, I think we are paying slightly a bit too much, and I guess it will be mainly because this is gonna be a collaboration. In my opinion, if this one would have come at a slightly lower price, I think that it will perform better on the market, but having it at £145, for sure we have so many other options which will bring better materials overall and also technology as well. So let's go ahead and also do a breakdown of this one, guys. So as you can see, for this upper we're gonna have a mix of a lot of materials, to be honest. Most of them will be mesh materials in a different textures. So covering the front part of the tobo section and also the sides as well, we're gonna have this reflective mesh material, which as you can see here on top will also have this very small metallic Nike swoosh, and at the front and also on the sides we're gonna have this very thick cut leather material which will also have some perforation holes which will reveal some reflective material underneath. So going now to the actual lacing system, guys, we're gonna have these loops, but we're also gonna have some metallic eyelets as well here at the top, which will keep in place these rather thin white laces. But in the actual box we're gonna receive a second pair of laces in this orange color, which will match perfectly with the details from the outsole. So underneath these laces, guys, we're gonna have two different types of mesh. One of it will be here at the bottom, which will actually have a lot of perforation holes to give it a very good breathability. And then at the top part we're gonna have a different mesh material, which will be as the one used here at the front of the shoe. So this one will be a reflective one as well, which on top will have this black pull tab, which will have written Nocta in this white color on top, and this pull tab will also be present here at the back of the heel section. Continue now in the midfoot and going all the way to the back, we're gonna have a different material which feels like a ripstop. Finishing now at the back, covering this leather material, we're also gonna have a rubberized material which will have this the 3 northern stars. Going now inside of the shoe, guys, for this one I'm gonna have a white lining, which to be honest here at the back will have a decent amount of padding, but not that much. And as you can see, for this one we don't actually have a separate tongue. This one will be a one-piece construction. So for me, as I have a skinny feet, I would say that I'm not struggling a lot to put these shoes on. But for sure, if you have slightly wider feet, this is gonna be actually a bit harder to put on. As you can see at the bottom, we're gonna have a very interesting foam insole, which will come in this baby blue colorway. And here at the heel section, we're gonna have this shiny material, which will be stitched. And this one will have the Nocta lettering, the Nike swoosh, and also the Nocta logo as well. To be honest, I actually feel the difference between these two materials underfoot when I'm wearing these. So now, guys, we can go to this foam midsole, which will have roughly the same design as the 1999 release. As you can see here on both lateral and medial side in the midfoot, we're also gonna have this foam slightly raised, which it seems that is gonna provide a better arch support. But as this one it's actually quite soft, I'm not entirely sure that this one will make a good job. Nevertheless, it's gonna be there. And as I said earlier, the midsole seems to have roughly the same design as back in 1999, which, to be honest, for that era I think it actually looked quite nice, but for 2024 I feel that this one is outdated. As you can see here on the lateral side of the heel section, we're also gonna have this air zoom unit exposed. And I would say that overall, even though this one brings back a very old design, this one it's actually quite lightweight and also quite squishy underfoot. So for my surprise, this one is actually a very comfortable pair of shoes, which is not heavy at all. So now, guys, we can finish with this rubber outsole in this black color, which has an interesting design. This one also includes these 3 northern stars in this orange color here at the front of the shoe, but I wouldn't say the design for this one it's something too spectacular. As in for the actual sizing, guys, for this one I just went with my true to size, and this one fits me just fine, and I would say that it's gonna be roughly the same for people with normal feet. But just in case you have wide feet, guys, most definitely I would suggest you to go with at least a half size up, just to make sure that this front part of the shoe it's actually not gonna be too snug for you. And also by having this one-piece construction, you can actually manage to put these shoes on. So overall, guys, this latest release coming from Nike and Nocta for this Air Zoom Drive, in my opinion, it's looking, I would say, average, nothing special here. And given that this one will just be a re-release of the original one which came back in 1999, but it will just have some Nocta elements slapped on top, I wouldn't actually say that this is something too special on the market right now, and I think that's the main reason that this one is actually sitting everywhere. But to be honest, this one has actually quite nice soft leather material and this 3M reflective elements, but rather than that I wouldn't say that this is actually worth 145 pounds. So for me personally, guys, even though I kind of like this release, to be honest, I think I will just wait for these ones to just hit the outlets. I really don't feel that this one is actually worth 145 pounds. So yeah, guys, this was my unboxing and reviewing of this latest collaboration coming from Nike and Nocta for this Air Zoom Drive. I really hope you've enjoyed this video, and if you did, don't forget to press the like button, maybe also subscribe to the channel. You can also give me a follow on Instagram and TikTok to see exactly what I'm going to review in the next few days. Of course, if you want to have a look at any of my latest reviews, you can choose from any of the videos which you have now on the screen. And as always, I'll see you in my next one. Thanks for watching.